Uniforms arrived on the scene within 2 minutes after the shooting started. They approximated 8 to 16 wounded, 4 confirmed dead, shooters in the pump house on top of the dam, and trying to get the number of the phone lines. Where's Billy?
Papa shot the 330, which he never does. Without a word, which he never does.
They're aboard at medical review, and they're only interested in the pills. They may offer, can't function without.
Well, you'll be able to prove that to them when you get your job back.
They rule I'm not fit for service.
George!
It happens to be a year before I can even appeal.
There is a possibility that they might decide in your favor. It's a distinct possibility. Why must you automatically assume the worst?
Date back to when my people were in Egypt, building pyramids.
The VCTF is the VCTF because you're in it. And we're going to make sure that they know that. Now buck up! Mas, por favor. I want him to be bilingual. Gracias.
Deputies marked the wounded, pictures of the dead. From this pump house here, the shooter can see everything in this direction. Where's your boss? Has he got any hostages up there with him? Unknown at this time. When you secure the phone line, Mitchell Burke will take over negotiations. She's talking to the first on scene. Where's your boss? Unknown at this time. Surprised you're still working with her. News struggles down even to us city employees. We hear she's a fast filly. What you hear is crap. Those charges that were filed about you and her are bogus and were dropped. As far as I'm concerned, they're already forgotten. Those who forget the past are condemned to repeat it.
Well, there's something you don't hear every day. A cop that can quote Santana.
But the cliche makes you feel any better. Also eat pork rinds and pick a mean country banjo. Gun's still low. Richard Burke.
What can you tell us about the victims?
Based on information, no obvious connections. They cross all race, age, and gender lines.
Any children?
None that we know of. What can you tell us about the shooter?
Based on information? Not a damn thing.
He didn't walk here. Not with that arsenal. Maybe one of the cars in the lot is his. Oh, different place. Talk to me, man! Leo, are you okay? I wouldn't be if it was you that got hit. Or is that remark supposed to promote racial harmony, huh?
It's an accurate reflection of the state of mind. How's Charlie? How's Charlie?
879 IOK, Georgia 105 SIO, also Georgia FWW614, Alabama.
Shooter's male, 18 to 35, not a person of color. All of which you learned the first day in the academy.
I wouldn't know. We're still trying to patch in the phone up there. You could call us. So far, he's made no attempt to give us any demands.
This is probably not about demands. He's probably responding to an emotional injury, real or imagined. This will be a culmination of a binge. He probably worked his way up to this type of public outburst.
We haven't got reports of any serious domestic or workplace violence in the last 24 hours.
That doesn't mean it hasn't happened.
Sir, we're in position in the south perimeter. Any idea how extensive an arsenal he's got?
So far, it's just bolt action fire.
Keep him ready, but hold on. Sir, I need you to tell me something. Is this someone we can negotiate with? Or if we stayed and saw, is he likely to explode a bomb and punch a hole in that dam that'll leave downtown Atlanta under 10 feet of water?
I'm trying to put together a profile here based on no information about the shooter or the targets.
Isn't that what they taught you at the academy?
Look, I don't know what your problem is, but
Stillwell. It's a phone number in the pump house. Went down the ring. The hell's that about? He doesn't want to talk. At least not now. He's holding on to cards. Bailey. Sorry I left McGowan at home. If you think you're loading on the transport to move the wounded, I'm repairing bullets. Actually, I was thinking of deploying my guys on the other side. Move on the shooter would be a big mistake. He communicated to us that he won't communicate. That doesn't mean we shouldn't communicate with him. Actually, I'm not big on sitting by, but then again, you know that. He'll get tired, hungry, he'll run through the gamut of emotions. If we give him time to do that, maybe he will help us. Art, I hear him calling now.
I'm creating a file of men who have an affiliation with the sponsors of the two soccer teams.
Get a copy of the rosters of the teams that were playing today.
I'm also acquiring employment records of park employees, the public works department.
Might be someone who was fired or replaced because of cutbacks. Like building a grudge against the city.
Assuming he stays in position, this area seems to provide our safest frontline staging area. And if he moves, we're in a position to watch him. We're less than an hour into the spin. Physical confrontation's the last resort. If that's the only thing I missed at Quantico, my time was better spent in the streets where these things actually happen, not just in theory. They're pretty good theories. I wasn't passing judgment on that. So times have changed. You didn't measure up then. According to your evaluation, that's right. You think I don't know why you rejected my application? I just told you. Test scores can be interpreted in any way. Test scores were not the issue. We both know it. As soon as it's dark, I'll try and get to the car.
You may have some special things, something that lets them see in the dark.
So what do you want to do?
Maybe if we just sit here.
We can't sit here. Honey, there's a maniac up there. What do you say, okay? You're all that matters to me. 983 MOK, Florida. HOMESLLR, Georgia.
So why do you pick this place? His victims mean nothing. There's no connection to him, to each other.
Maybe because it provided a significant number of targets.
He could have gone to a mall. I mean, the food court at dinner time would have provided him with more potential victims.
You've got a built-in safety at what's up with that. We can't stage an assault for fear of damaging the structure and releasing carnage.
He's safe, but he's also stuck.
Escape may not be on his agenda.
Because he knows this can only end one way. So why are you all dolled up?
I was on my way to give a speech at a fundraiser.
In your role as unit chief?
In my role as a concerned citizen, Congresswoman Archer is a friend of law enforcement.
It's good to have friends.
Get back in the car!
I'm shot!
We'll get our help. Where are the keys? Whose truck is this? Whose truck is this?
My father's.
Guys out in the parking area, he's back. I thought we weren't gonna make any moves. Get it? Now, are you in charge of your people or what? 3 stitches.
There goes your modeling career.
Contrary, this guy has character. Ours being proof.
Hello. I can't take this call right now, but I'd love to speak with you, so please leave a message.
Mom, it's me. I, wanted to tell you. You acted without authorization.
I did what I had to do. The girl was about to leave the truck. I didn't have time to ask for your
You could have placed
authorization.
my man and those civilians in serious jeopardy. We had a plan. Don't spook him. Give him time to think. He took it upon himself. I'll take it you're concerned then. John acted on the moment and probably saved the girl's life. No plan is more important. Thanks. Should let us know. We need to make sense of besides.
He was going strictly for body count. He had a clear shot at the entire soccer team, but he hit the referee instead. It's a harder shot.
Showing a level of skill. Marksman. Someone with acute eye-hand coordination.
And the ego to go with it. I'm really good. I can pull off the unexpected. I'm a hunter, scattering the herd. Of course, there's always a chance that his victims aren't significant to him as people, but just as targets.
There's a person of significance in his life. That person may be there with him. Can you hear anything? Not from this distance, and it's not safe to get any closer. There are tunnels that run underneath the park. This thing doesn't hit through concrete. You must be thinking of those glasses they sell in the back of comic books. I'm thinking that if we don't find a way to communicate with this shooter, we're going to be sitting here doing nothing.
That's what the shooter's doing. He shifted into neutral. He didn't take action. He was reacting to John. Which tells me that he's watching us just as much as we're watching him.
Meaning he will talk?
That's the only way this thing is going to end. Short of his death.
Look, maybe we can get a team along this wall. They should be able to get close enough once they reach the spillway. Agreed.
Maybe the fact that his targets come from every walk of life indicates that he wants to get his message across to the widest cross-section of people.
But what's his message? Hey! Come on, stay with me. What happened next?
What?
Come on, man. What happened next? So, the surgeon gives him the Tommy Lee as a souvenir.
Right.
Some guy steals them. Both of them? Some contractor working on their kitchen
Salt implants in the fridge and
tried to auction them off on the Howard Stern show. Forget him, Julie. You need to call the police.
It can't be him. He doesn't know.
Maybe he does. He's crazy, but he's not stupid.
To see all these people.
Time and time again. Do you really think he cares about anybody but himself? Like you called the office, the house.
His cell phone is busy.
Julie, call the police. If they know who's doing the shooting, maybe they can do something to stop him.
He's talking to someone.
I don't care who he's talking to. I only care that they get him. If anyone else gets hurt because of it.
Ronald Curry's office.
I won't talk to him.
Okay, so he's calling.
Put me through to him. place. Getting a voice. Male. Anyone else? Maybe his hostage is gagged or too scared to respond.
Well, Shear has a cell phone.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't put you through this occurring unless you identify yourself.
A review of personnel records and all soccer league sponsors has provided a list of 17 recently fired employees.
Do any of the employees have a criminal past or a history of mental illness?
No record of it.
Were any of the dismissals acrimonious? Carry with them a threat of retaliation?
Nothing that I could see.
You should have the facts, but
I also included employee records from both the Department of Public Works and Land Reclamation.
Why? Is the park being rezoned or targeted for development?
no, it's getting a makeover.
Part of a statewide program initiated by the Department of Public Parks.
Employment records of which you provided. Thanks.
What is...
Just check the messages on my home machine. I need the Atlanta police.
If he had a hostage up there, don't you think he'd let us know that?
Unless he doesn't regard that person as a hostage. No demands. He hasn't asked for a car, for a plane to Rio.
Yes, don't you?
He clearly knows that there's no way out of this alive. If he does have someone up there, that person could be an unwitting part of his suicide. He might intend to take him with him.
Here, watch this. One of the women he's got pinned down. This is Agent Malone.
Yes, I think the shooter is my husband.
Who is this?
My name's Julie Moore.
Why do you think so?
We've been having a lot of trouble. He's beat me. He's threatened to kill me if I ever...
If you want, man. Told the police we're unfaithful to him?
If I was ever unfaithful. I'm here at the park with someone else.
Does your husband know?
What?
Does he know about the affair?
I'm not sure. He's not at home or at work. I tried his cell phone, but it's busy.
What's his number?
555-0122.
I didn't get that, man.
50122.
Conserve your batteries so in case we need to contact you.
Called from my daughter's school. Randy took her out of class. I don't know why he'd do that.
Man, turn the phone off, okay? Conserve the battery.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? At least we have a cell phone number on this guy. He said he wouldn't communicate. He's already made that abundantly clear.
We have to find the key that'll make him change his mind.
And pick up the phone.
School said Randy Moore picked up his daughter around 2:30 this afternoon. Didn't give a reason. Daughter wasn't expecting.
Looks like the guy spends most of his life intimidating others.
Massive ego that hides a well-spent insecurity. Truth is, Teresa wasn't very good in front of the board. I mean, okay, I don't expect those people to become my new best friends, but they were looking for reasons not to reinstate me. And I don't blame them. You know, it's their job to make sure that an agent is fit for duty. Now, if I were on that board, I would... Wait a minute. I'm sorry, Grace. Something's wrong. What is it?
I just came from the doctor, and, there's a malformation in the uterus.
Is the baby in jeopardy?
I'm hypertensive, and the uterus could rupture.
I'm sorry.
Morgan said I never wanted the baby anyway.
Moore's line is still busy. We tried an emergency breakthrough, but he's had an encryption chip. I sure like his privacy.
Who could he be calling? I mean, if he's killed his family...
We don't know that he has. The APD has units on the way to his house.
Just go out with me. The killing of a family is the last act of a person driven to complete desperation. There's no more unfinished business worthy of his attention. He's obviously not on the phone with his wife.
The priest.
But so he could ask for absolution between shots.
Maybe she's on the phone. The daughter he picked up from school. One might have her calling the grandparents, making them part of his ordeal without them even knowing it.
What is more to?
Engineer with Southeast Main Construction rebuilt half of downtown Atlanta, oversaw the building of Olympic Park. From 84 to 88, he was in the Army Corps of Engineers. He knows about ordnance and what it stages of separation. That's why he picked the control room. It's a dad's most vulnerable spot. You need this guy's wife? We'll get her.
He's creating his own killing field, a memorial.
The guy who may have killed his own family, the guy that self-consumed, he created a memorial.
Maybe if it's a memorial to himself.
You're changing it to a family.
No, I didn't say that.
You're questioning whether that's a husband.
I don't know whether he is or he's not. Don't put that decision on me.
We go on your word. We'll fire a flare, should disable his night vision, give us a chance to grab him.
Once the flare is fired, the shooter's night vision will be disabled for 45 seconds. Repeat, you'll have 45 seconds. Roger that, sir. Bravo, Captain. Get him in the way of the parking lot. There's no repair that bush to turn any vehicle into a bomb. Copy that.
Billion interstellar systems, and we're the only ones that can sustain intelligent life, huh? It's too depressing to think about.
You know what it takes to maintain organic life beyond single-celled amoebas? Billions of years of mutations. Just the right set of circumstances.
Comparing apples and oranges, bro. And organic life doesn't have to be the same in every galaxy. Leo, you with me? Leo, they're coming for us, man. Hey! You just hang in there, man. They're coming to get us out of here. Just hang in there. Here it comes. Go. Here, hit this around the waist. You go first. Stupid idiots.
Oh my God. Jerry! Oh! Don't shoot anyone else! You want to kill me, right? Here I am! I'd rather die with someone I love than spend my life running from you, you bastard! Run, Randy! Run! Kill me! Go!
It's my husband. This guy's a marksman. He's proven that. He didn't hit Julie because he didn't want to.
May have been shooting everything around him, blaming the infidelity on men, not his wife. That's why he didn't shoot her. The effort was not in vain.
Maybe he spared her because at that moment of rage, she became a person to him, no longer anonymous. She became a living, breathing person. Was angry and upset like he is. He wants to contaminate the park with his act.
Tell him the park is his name, an extension of his ego.
Maybe his ego got destroyed somehow. If we can connect with him through an appreciation of his ego, maybe we can get him to talk to us.
Randy Moore took his daughter out of school and tried to get her to swear a warrant against her mother.
He knows about the affair.
When the daughter wouldn't do it, he gave her $20, dropped her off at the mall, went out to the bar, and got hammered. He's still at the Buckhead station waiting for his wife right now. Let her know. Leo! Leo, say something!
I want it to end.
It's crazy, man.
I'm so tired.
Hang on, man. Selfish son of a bitch. Did not sit up here. All I risked my life so you could just die. Get up! Then you get your white ass up and you talk to me. And do this to me. Come on. Leo, come on. Don't do this to me. Don't hold me so tight. People are gonna talk. We're gonna be alright.
He wants to make this park synonymous with death, so that anyone who visits it will remember only this tragedy.
Part of the community where people come together to enjoy themselves, celebrate family. Further suggests he lost his family, most likely by his own hand.
Until we understand that, he'll reject any attempt at a dialogue or a monologue.
There's a vote before the Department of Public Parks to rename the park.
Name it what?
After the benefactor who funded the park's restoration. An anonymous benefactor.
No one's anonymous.
Right. Ronald Curry, President and CEO of Curry Consortium.
The park is being cleaned up and renamed Curry Park, after the head of Curry Consortium.
I just took a bath on his stock. He'll have to do a lot more if he wants to change his image.
That's where Shooter is angry at, Bailey.
Curry Consortium is global. There isn't a corporate office or factory within 1,000 miles of Atlanta. This is not a disgruntled employee. Someone in the market.
I'm having Boyle narrow down the search to someone in the Atlanta area. Someone who may have held a lot of Curry stock and might have lost his entire fortune in the last few days.
Most of you know. Together who could no longer provide for his family.
Didn't want them to suffer through a struggling existence. Now, he wants to destroy the image of a man who destroyed his family.
Based on the profile, I've got 3 possibilities. Carl Kensel, Richard Benning, and Thomas Lett. They all live in the Atlanta area, and all have lost upwards of $500,000 in the Curry merger within the last 48 hours.
It's more than just a loss of money to one of them. Our Shooter is taking this to the extreme of personal. Blaming Curry, a man he's probably never met before, for destroying his family's future. And now substituting a piece of land as his target.
He must have made his own stock decisions, or his anger would have been directed at a financial advisor.
A day trader. And they're used to the ups and downs of the market, but he could be new to it.
He let his ego get the better of him during the bull market. And he can't accept the loss of his family's future as his own failing.
Restoring his ego. That could be the key to get him to pick up the phone. Do all of them have investment counselors?
Yes, for Benning and Lett.
Kenzel's a day trader?
New to it, as you said. His tax filings for the last 20 years have him listed as an account rep for a pharmaceutical company.
John, get a number in the 2003.
Hi, this is George. Leave your message after the tone. Mr. Brady, this is Mark Watts from the review.
It's Mr. Watts. We have
I'm George Fraley.
Kim Doyle, it's very nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you.
Congratulations on your reinstatement.
Thank you. You know, you really impress a lot of people around here.
That's nice of you to say.
Oh, I mean, who knows? It's not like the caseload is getting any lighter around here.
I got the location on hour 3 possibilities. Benning and Lett are at home. Carl Kenzel is MIA. If he comes out with his hands up, great. If he comes out with his rifle pointing, I'm going to take him out.
All I want him to do is pick up the phone. Once he does that, this is over.
Here you go, sir.
Roger, understand northeast section, over.
Rachel, we're in position. The radio is patched into the helicopter's loudspeaker.
Carl, we know why you haven't wanted to talk to us.
You didn't want to told me to do.
A man that's accomplished as much as you have.
The truth is, we need you. The power to end this is in your hands.
This is all about you providing for your family. That's what you wanted.
And you succeeded spectacularly.
And through your own hard work and your intelligence, you enabled them to live the American dream.
Risks and won. Carl, that takes a lot of courage. That's courage that some people will never have. You made the right decisions before, and you're strong enough to make them again. They were proud of you, Carl, and they had every reason to be. Talk to me about it. Pick up the phone. Help me end this. Prove one more time how strong you are. For them.
Carl, I'm Rachel.
The suspect is coming out. He's putting down the dog.
Let's go pick up the load.